Hi guys, today is going to be the beginning of hopefully a new series on my channel. If you've been around for a while, you know how terrible I am with continuing series and being consistent with anything on my channel. But hopefully this time is going to be different. I'm not going to promise when I'm going to upload these. It's just going to be kind of when I have time in between reviews and stuff like that. But I just want to start a series where we just have fun with makeup. I talked about this in a previous video and so many of you guys said you wanted to see this. So this is just going to be a place where, you know, we can maybe experiment together. Maybe you can do your makeup at the same time. Maybe you can get inspired by something that I do. We can use stuff that we already have in our collections. We're not going to focus on necessarily new things. Maybe sometimes I'll pull in new things, but for today, I definitely want to use things that maybe I just haven't used in a while, things that I absolutely love that I haven't had time to reach for. So that's basically what this video is going to be. I just want, this is like the message of my channel anyway, but I just want makeup to be fun. Like I know a lot of people use makeup to just make themselves look better or feel more presentable, and I get that. Like I do that as well. Like if I do my makeup in the morning, I always just feel so much better the rest of the day. I feel more productive. I feel like I want to go out and do things, whereas if I just kind of bum around at home or I don't do my makeup, I don't want to go out. Like that's just me. Like I feel better when I wear makeup, but I also want my makeup to be a place where I can explore my creativity and just, you know, enjoy and have a good time and kind of, you know, not think about everything else that's going on in the world and just focus on exactly what I'm doing in a moment. So yeah, I'm excited. And I'm also really excited because this is a collaboration video with Katelyns. You guys might not be familiar with her. She's a pretty small channel. I found her when she was reviewing one of my collabs. I forget if it was my Menagerie collab or my shouldnt collab, but I've been watching her ever since and I've just really enjoyed her content. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey Katelyns, do you want to do a collab with me? Because I think that you guys are going to really love her. And she is also such a sweetheart. Her content is very similar to what I do. She does a lot of review videos. She does a lot of indie makeup. She does a lot of ranking videos. And her personality is just very chill. She's just easy to watch. I just really enjoy her. She just seems really sweet. And I think that you guys should absolutely go check her out. And I felt like she was the perfect candidate for this collab because I feel like we think about makeup in the same way, and she also likes to experiment and try new things and just have fun. So I haven't really thought about what I want to do today, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on Instagram, I'm gonna check out my saved folder and see if I can find some inspiration. That's what I do a lot of the time when I don't really have a plan, I don't really know what to do. I'm interested to see how Katelyns approaches this, so go check out her channel after this. I will link her down below in my description box. So I'm gonna open up my Instagram and we're gonna see if there's kind of something that I've saved that I feel like doing today, and then we'll take it from there and figure out what it is that I want to use. So I have my Instagram pulled up here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my saved folder. I save things all the time. Like I'll scroll at night while I'm on my phone and like kind of save things that I'm inspired by, and then I see maybe the next day if I want to do something similar to, you know, looks that other people have done, or just kind of, you know, get inspired, because sometimes we're all in a bit of a rut. This is a photo that I screenshotted a while back, and I just think that there's something about the combination between the kind of brown liner with the blues. I just thought it looked really nice, and this account just has a lot of really nice look. This in particular is why I decided to screenshot this or save this, because I just thought it was really fun. Like, should we do something like this today? I've had something like this in mind for a very long time, and I feel like I'm not sure if it's going to go with my eye shape, but I think it's going to be fairly easy to do, and you can really do it with whatever colors that it is that you have in your collection, and you don't need anything fancy. You could do it all with eyeshadows, and I think I want to try this. So I think this is going to be like my inspiration photo for today's look and just like the shape that I'm going for, because I just want to try it. Like I feel like I'm trying to look at my eye shape here. Like, do I have enough room to do that? I think I should have enough room to do that despite my eyes being very hooded, but I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm thinking next I wanna figure out what kind of color that I wanna do today. So I'm kind of in a bit of a fall mood. I kind of wanna use some purples, but I used some purples yesterday. I kind of wanna play with like some oranges and reds. Maybe that could be kind of fun. But then I need something that's a little bit darker than a red as well for the line in my crease. I want that to be quite dark, and I don't know if I have exactly what it is that I'm looking for. I'm gonna take a look in my collection and I'll show you what I've kind of settled on when I've found some things that I think are going to look nice with this look. I pulled a couple of my mini palettes that I haven't used in a while. I just want to get some more use out of these. This is the Kaleidos Futurism 2. This is the Cyber Bronze palette. I haven't used these palettes in what feels like forever, and I think what I want to do is I want to use the red shimmer here, and I want to use that together with the Shouldn't Earth palette, because this one has a really, really pretty kind of plummy brown shade, and I think I want to use this sort of as like that line in my crease. And then like I said, I want to use the red shimmer in that palette, and I also have the Verdandi palette from Shouldn't, and I want to use this split pan kind of orangey shimmer, because these split pan shimmers are so beautiful, and I think we're just going to kind of take it from there. So I think that's going to be the plan. I'm going to start by priming with, of course, my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This might end up being a disaster, but that's what makeup is all about for me. It's about experimenting, trying new things, seeing what doesn't work for your eye shape, and just what you feel comfortable with. And especially on days like today where I don't really think I have any plans to go anywhere, those are the days that are nice to, you know, let yourself experiment and try some new things. Or if you do have plans most days, maybe try doing it at night before you take your makeup off. That's also a really good time to experiment. I think for the line itself, I'm going to use this brush from Rephr. This is the 23 brush. It's an extremely small, tiny pencil brush, and it's great for doing things like that because it's thick enough to get like a nice kind of thin, thick line. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think it's just going to work well. I'm just going to pull up the photo again and just make sure. Okay, so she has it pretty much all the way through her crease. She doesn't like flicker out. She keeps it very, very round, just right here. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. And she has a little bit of almost the same color, just like right next to the lower lash line. So I'm gonna dip into this shade here, and I'm just gonna try my best to do, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see anything because it's so hard to kind of show this on camera. So I'm just gonna start sort of in the middle here. I want to make sure that this is high enough up that I can see it when my eye is open. I'm gonna try to keep this very round. Now the nice thing about doing this first is you can definitely go in and clean it up if you mess it up. It's such a habit for me to want to like start winging this out now, because that is what I usually do when I do graphic look, because I just feel like it looks better with my hooded eyes. But I think this is looking quite nice here. I just want to make sure that it goes far enough in and far enough out. And I'm not so fussed about like the underneath of this being sharp. I just want the overline to be sharp because I am going to blend shimmers into this. So I feel like it doesn't matter if it's not perfect, and I kind of like that it's a little bit smudgy underneath and almost a little bit blended into my lid under. But I think that line is pretty much what it is that I am looking for. Man, this is looking kind of crazy, but trust the process. I think the shape of this is pretty much where it is that I want it to be. I'm gonna take a little bit of this matte as well from the Verdandi palette from Shouldnt. This one is a little bit of a lighter version of the shade that I have in my crease pretty much, and I'm just gonna put that right up against my lower lash line. I don't think I want to smoke this out a ton, just like a tiny amount. What are some trends that you guys have noticed lately, or just looks that you have been inspired by but you don't feel like you're able to do yourself? I think for me, I'm always just jealous when I see someone do really nice like eyeliners, just because I can't do liners in the same way that other people can because my eyes are so hooded. So that always makes me really jealous, but it also makes me want to experiment and try to find ways to do similar looks that works for my eye shape. And I don't know, I think that's one of the things that keep me motivated, is just, I don't know, because I do feel like I do have limitations in the looks that I can do to make it look good. It makes me want to experiment more and try to figure out the best ways to work around that instead of just sitting around and being angry that I can't do the same looks that other people are doing, you know? Man, this is looking insane, but trust the process. Like I always tell myself, I gotta tell you guys too. Next, I'm gonna go into the red shimmer, and I don't think I wanna spray this. I think I just wanna have this as more of a, not a wash of red, but I'm gonna put that in sort of the front portion and the outer portion of my lid, and then do the lighter shimmer kind of in a bit of a halo eye. So I'm just gonna take this red shimmer in the Kaleidos palette on my dry brush here, and we're just gonna see kind of how that goes. I really have no idea what I'm doing with this look. We're just kind of playing around here, but this is a really, really pretty red shimmer. I'm so sad that Kaleidos have stopped making these palettes because they were some of my absolute favorite palettes when they came out, and I still think that they've held up over time and they're just really, really good quality. And I really hope that at some point they start coming out with smaller color stories like these again. I feel like the quads are maybe just a little bit limiting, whereas 6 pans is like the perfect in between being a large palette and a small palette. Like duh, I mean, I know that makes sense because of, you know, the shades, but I don't know, I miss the 6 pans. So I am keeping the shape of this very round. I'm not sure if she did a halo eye with hers as well. Not really, but this is what I am doing because this is what I feel like doing today. And I am going to probably blend that orange shimmer mostly over all of this, but I just want to have a little bit of dimension just in the front portion and the outer portion of my lid here. So this is going to lighten up a lot, but I just want to have it down first as a bit of a base. And I do think that some kind of rounded lashes are going to make this make a little bit more sense as well. Not that you need lashes at all to complete a look, but sometimes I feel like looks that are maybe a little bit out there and crazy sort of grounds to look a little bit if you put on lashes. I don't know, that could just be me, but I think this is where I'm going to leave it. I feel like it's starting to come together, but it's obviously still looking crazy. So I'm gonna go into the Verdandi palette again, and I'm actually gonna put down some glitter primer for this because this shade has so much sparkle in it, and it's also a little bit dry, so it's not that easy to pick up on a dry brush. So I just want to make sure that I'm able to get a lot of it onto my brush. So I'm gonna put the glitter primer basically all over my lid, and then I'm gonna take the sticky side of my brush. This is definitely the trick to pick up these kind of shadows, and I'm just gonna go straight into that beautiful orange shade, and I'm just gonna put this basically, I need to pick up a little bit more. I'm gonna put that all over my lid. The shade really does have so much sparkle and texture to it, and I feel like it's doing what it is that I wanted to do here. Again, it's looking kind of crazy, but I still think that at the end of the day, this is going to come together. Like I said, I am just going to put it all over where I have that red shade. I'm going back into the red shimmer as well, and I'm just gonna layer a little bit back over just to sort of bring back the little bit of depth that I created to go in the front portion. But I love the way that these two shadows are kind of working together. I think this is looking so cool. I don't think that she has done this in the photo, but I don't care. I'm gonna take a little bit of this peachy shade, and I'm gonna use that just to smoke out the lower lash line a tiny bit. And I just wanna add one extra color to this. This isn't going to add a lot to this look, but I just wanna get a little bit of a better blend here. Also just going back in with the darker shade and intensifying that. I do want to have quite an intense inner corner highlight, so I'm trying to find my brush. I am going to use Electric from Bitter Lace Beauty, which is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. I'm gonna spray this a little bit here because it is quite a glittery and chunky formula, and I'm just gonna pop that right in here. This is gonna be quite intense. This is really fun. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put on some lashes, and then we can do the rest of the face together as well and pick out a blush and maybe a different highlighter, a lipstick and stuff, and just kind of complete the look. But I'm just gonna do my lashes off camera because I'm so bad at doing them still. I do think this is looking a little bit better with some lashes on. I'm still not sure how I feel about the look overall, but I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. I need to see it all kind of put together, so I think I want to go with mostly an orange theme for the rest of my face. So I pulled out a couple of things that I want to use here that I haven't used in a while. I want to use this blush from Unside because it is such a beautiful orange. This one is called Orange Sunny. So I'm just going to go in quite heavy with this because I do want this to be like very orange and very warm tone. And if you're wondering about my hair today, I'm wearing the Jordan pony from Insert Name Here, which is probably, is this one my favorite? I'm not sure. It's between this one and Ally. I've been really enjoying Ally lately too, so I don't know. I've just been honestly obsessed with these. I think they're so fun and they're so easy to put in, and they just make you look so much more put together, in my opinion anyway, and it's so easy. And I know Katelyns really likes these as well, so that is definitely one thing that we have in common. And I honestly didn't realize that she was wearing these as much as she was because she doesn't always mention them in her videos, and her hair always just looks really good. I'm just taking a blending brush here. This is my powder brush, and I'm just going over the edges. And I'm gonna see if I want to do anything else with the blush after, if I want to add on more, or if I'm pleased with this. Do I want to do some freckles? Not really. I'm gonna use a highlighter here that the first time I used this, it honestly became a favorite, and this is from Half Magic. This is their Light Trap Entire the Glow highlighter. Here's what it looks like. It's a beautiful kind of peachy champagne. It's a little bit hard to explain, but it just looks so beautiful, and it goes with so many different looks and so many blush colors and so many eye looks, and it's just wonderful. I really like this. I actually brought this when I was on my 2-week trip earlier in the summer, and it was one of the few highlighters that I ended up bringing, and I ended up using this so often. Or if I didn't use this, I would use an eyeshadow as a highlighter, and I just had the best. This is so pretty. Like, honestly, one of the best highlighting releases that have come out this year in my opinion, because I love this color so much. I'm just going to tap over a little bit again with the blush brush just to make sure these two are blended together. And just before I forget, I'm going to take a little bit more of my highlighting shade that I used in my inner corner, and I'm going to use that as my brow bone highlight too. So this was from Bitter Lace Beauty, and I'm just going to do a little bit just right up here. Just I want to add in a little bit of sparkle. I've just been really enjoying like iridescent shades like this as my brow bone highlight lately. I just think it's so fun. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think this is exactly what I was looking for. Okay, let's go in with lips. So again, I wanted to go with orange because I just felt like it would go with this look. So I found this lip liner from Melt that I have in my collection. I've used this only once, I think. This is in the shade Cinder. And then I also have this lipstick from a brand called, what is this brand? Cute Press. I got this in PR from, I think, Look Fantastic. I can't remember. I definitely got this in PR like 2 years ago. So we're gonna use these two, and I think they're gonna look really nice together. I don't think this is gonna be the exact same color as the lipstick, but it was as close as I was gonna get. This one is definitely a little bit more muted, whereas the lip liner is a bit more kind of neon-y, but I'm just gonna layer this over the top and it'll be fine. Yeah, I think this definitely finished off the look a bit more. Like, I feel like everything sort of just makes sense now. And even though I think this look is kind of crazy, it's also kind of cool at the same time. Like, I think it's gonna look really good in photos. It might just be one of those looks that aren't as easy to wear, if you will, as other looks are, but I'm really happy I tried it. Also, I need to put mascara on my lower lashes. I swear, I always forget to do it these days, especially when I'm doing lashes. I just forget, so. Okay, also, I think I forgot to tell you which lashes I'm wearing. I'm wearing this one from Unicorn Cosmetics. These are the Wispy Hooded. I've worn these in a couple of videos before, and I've been really liking them. I don't know, I feel like they just suit my eyes really nicely. I just really like the way they look. So that's gonna be the final look. Would you wear something like this? Have you tried something like this before? Let me know what you want to see in the next episode. Let me know if there's anything that you want me to be inspired by. Maybe I can, you know, take some of your suggestions into account. If you see a suggestion that you like, maybe give it a thumbs up so I see that other people want to see it as well. But this is going to be my final look. I kind of dig it. I have to kind of wear it a little bit and get used to it and see myself in it, but I think I like it. Also, don't forget to check out Katelyns. I can't wait to see what she's done. I feel like her look is going to turn out really, really fun and just cool. I don't know. But yeah, don't forget to check out her channel. She will be linked down below. If you want to see some, I don't really have any other videos, but I will make a playlist with these, and then I'll just suggest another video for you right now because I don't have anything similar to this. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.